Hey guys, this is Strider Prime, bringing you a new series of builds that I'm going to be starting this summer, going into the end of the year, and I will call it Yamato Fleets. I was going to originally continue with the Bandai model kit series, but there's so many out there from different genres that Yamato is its own unique genre, and that's what I'm going to plan to do right now. I have been a big fan of Yamato. If you guys ask me what is my favorite model kit series, obviously the first one will be Gundam, but second it will be Yamato. It's always been. I've been a fan of Yamato all the way back till the maybe late 80s, when I remember my cousin had cable and I went to her house and I was changing channels to see what kind of thing, and then I discovered this fighter flying around and trying to shoot down another fighter, and then I went into a ship, and then I said to myself, wait, what's that? What is this? And then of course, because it was a two episodes, when I went into the second episode and I saw the title screen and the music, and I said, oh god, I gotta watch this. And every day after school, I ran to my cousin's house just to watch that episode, just so I can go. Then after watching the episode, I went home to eat. Can't believe my mother allowed me to do that back then. But yes, Yamato was one of my favorite animes before Gundam, and it still is. And now we're going to get a new Yamato series known as Yamato 2205. Sorry to say that I have yet to finish 2202, and I'm like, god damn it, now I gotta start watching 2202 now. And there's gonna be a compilation movie just coming out. So, I gotta start catching up on my Yamato, and also catching up on my builds. I've developed quite a fleet, as you can see here. And with my recent going to MosquitoCon this past few weeks, and seeing the beautiful 1/500 scale Yamato and a 1/1000 scale final version Yamato, which somebody purchased over there at the show. God damn it! I just been sparked renewed interest and possibly ideas, but we don't know yet. I'm kind of like saying stuff that I know that may be impossible, but I will keep my mouth shut until I flesh out what my brain is telling me. But moving right along, yes, we have all the Yamato kits. I have both classic and new series. The classic, of course, is right here. Classic Yamato. This was actually from a set that somebody had at MosquitoCon that I purchased. So it was cool to get this. This will probably be the first kit I'm going to build, the classic Yamato ship. See if I can do justice. There's the triple deck carrier. There's the I'm going to call it Gamelon, not Gamelus, because that's the new series. The Gamelon carrier, or command carrier. That I believe is an escort ship, while that one is a destroyer, but I could be completely wrong, so sorry about that if I butchered it up. This, so we have these 5 ships, of course, from the classic series. From the new series, actually 2101, we have the Gamelus destroyer. Gamelus destroyer. Yeah. We have the, and I believe this is referred to as the Type 52 Zero Starfighter, which I've already built. So I don't know if I must have actually purchased this second, not realizing I purchased it already. I'll build it, but I'll paint it as well. The whole purpose of me doing this series is not just for me to build and you guys can watch. I'm painting these guys. That is for certain. And then we have the command ship. I believe this is considered a Dreadnought. And I remember seeing the model kit of this. The last time, I know this was expensive kit, but the last time I saw this was at Comic-Con, maybe 5 years ago, 6 years ago. And some guy was selling it for $120. They don't make this anymore, so this is a very, very rare kit. And at 1/1000 scale, it's also a big kit, very big. around the same height, length size as the 1/500 scale Yamato. Then of course we have the kit back there. That's the 5 set of the Andromeda. Now, I'm going to try to name these Andromeda ships, hopefully not butcher them. We have the standard Andromeda, then we have the Aldebaran, the Achilles, the Apollo Norn, and the Antares. And those last 2 ships are hybrid carriers. Can't tell what the other 2 were, but they're considered sister ships, so they're pretty much the same ship. The only difference is they're just different color scheme or patterns. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying nothing other. The sister ships has a white line going through the bow, and of course one of them is a nice little blue color. The carrier is of course blue. Same thing, but it has that unique flight deck pattern, that flight deck thing that's on top of it. Now these are the Dreadnought Chips, which is basically the battleship versions from the classic series, and that's from the Mars fleet. There's another version set for this, but that was in a different color tone. And I know that they were selling there were 1,000 scale versions of these as well. Which, if I'm not mistaken, this has a part that you can connect the 1/1000 scale Dreadnought, 2 of them, to a 1/1000 scale Andromeda on the side of the ship. It's a weird, unique booster-like setup, which I was surprised to see. But in order for you to do that, you would have to get that out of the ships, and then you have to get this. And then we have these fighter crafts like this, but these are stealth fighters or drone fighters, as I was reading. Again, I have not watched the series. If you guys are typing on the keyboard, don't spoil it. I'm gonna watch it as I'm building this. So I'm actually finishing up binge watching 2199, and I'm going to go into 2202, so I get myself ready for the new series. And I already watched the movie version, the one that came out years before. So I'm going to begin with the classic kits first, get them out of the way. I'll be doing like maybe 2 each, and then we'll move on to the newer kits, and then I'll finally get on to the bigger kit, which of course will probably be the Ginga. And we'll talk about whatever announcements Bandai will make for the new series, because I've seen new ship designs that has been floating about here and there. Only like glimpses, but I didn't want to actually sit down and watch it completely. I said, you know what, I want to avoid it, so that way once Bandai officially announce it and maybe come out model kits, that'll be great. I know that there's some new Mecha Collides coming out this fall. Specifically, I believe a new carrier, kind of like this carrier that I built this year, but it's a different design. Interesting, a different design, but a Mecha Collide version, not the actual large kit. I don't know if they're going to be making any more fighters, because I built this little fighter kit from the magazine special that I purchased a few years ago. And hopefully I'll get to do things like I did the last time, because the last model kit that I've done, a Yamato kit that I actually painted in Mecha Collide, was of course the Andromeda. This is the classic version of the Andromeda. And yeah, it's really nice. Hopefully I do something better with these guys. And I have some crazy ideas that I will not discuss until the time comes. And it may be something, maybe nothing. But I'm hoping that the something will become something. I'd like to thank you guys all for watching this new series, and I'll begin with 2 kits later on. And what can I say? But stay tuned for more Yamato fleet builds coming soon. You guys all have a great